Hey guys, it is nice to be making a video now. The last one was me in my car and I was ranting and venting out everything. I was going through a lot emotionally and that, so I made that morning and then so I left right after work that day, went to the hills, went to the mountains, to the Sawtooth, for a solo camping, hiking, backpacking. Originally, I was going to go backpacking solo, but then I found a campsite on the trailhead because there's so many parking spots. They're all taken. It was packed. But there was a campsite open, so I just camped and then I did day hikes. And I mean, I hiked for hours on end that Saturday and Sunday, and I have to work Monday. So I hiked all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and no music, no nothing, just me, my thoughts alone. And it was so releasing. It's just, I was running through all these different things in my mind of all these different situations that I had been in that just were constantly going. Because I just felt like I felt like before that, I needed space because this whole virus situation, we're all being home and it's not quite the same and and I was just having kind of like a life transformation thing as well, really figuring out who I authentically am. And oh my God, having a weekend of nothing, no booze, no nothing, just me. I left my phone in my car when I slept in my tent. I just literally had to be alone. And oh my God, I thought of the things that how I envision my life to be. I envision my life a certain way, waking up early, meditating, doing yoga, it doesn't have to be every morning, exercising, eating right, eating healthy, limiting the bad foods or whatever, because it's still nice to have a cookie once in a while, but it's limiting that and just having willpower and self-worth and self-confidence. And it's I don't know what happened, but I just exploded over the past few months. I was just all of this craziness, my past reviving up in my life, which was good. It was good to experience that, because now here I am. So it's I literally I like having space and alone time to do your thing. It literally makes you just able to clear your thoughts and then process them better, because I feel we get stuck in this rut of or this circle, ever revolving circle of a thought pattern. It just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. All these tiny little thought patterns repeating, right? So then it just keeps going on until we actually disperse ourselves, isolate our mind, and all of the chatter that is caused by other people, media, just everyday life, whatever. So when you zone out and you are on your own and with your thoughts, then you can rationalize and internalize them and be oh, it's not as bad as I thought. It really isn't that bad. I mean, there are definitely regrets that I have done in the past and stuff, because it's it just is so sad to see how I was so lost, especially with drinking and stuff, and how it's crazy to see that from this point of view. But it's also good because it's I'm realizing how good I feel now, especially I had with not drinking. I quit since that day. I don't know how long it's been. I think it's a few weeks now. But boy, what a fucking change. Excuse my language, but it's like this go around, because I know that I did the 21 days no drinking, I did the 6 months no drinking. This time I'm like, I quit. I'm done. I don't jive with that anymore. I don't resonate with it. It doesn't boost me up. It drains my energy. I don't think right. I don't act right. I don't act like myself. Like, it pulls me down. I have low self-confidence when I'm drinking. And it's like, why am I drinking? Why do I try to keep running away? Why am I not living the life I envision myself living? And that's simple things. That's eating. That's being healthy. That's exercising. That's like working on shit that I enjoy, like painting, or maybe picking up a musical instrument, or actually trying to learn my voice and see how I can sing and make that turn into something. I am finally doing it, and it's crazy, but just dropping one thing that has so widely socially accepted, there it is, so socially accepted, it makes it so hard to quit, because it's like so many people drink, and like that's just what people do. Like, let's go out, let's go have a drink, let's go have a drink, let's go have drinks on the patio, let's go have brunch and have mimosas. Like, it's just never ending. And it's like, I am finally in a state, even with food as well, where I am just like feeling how my body feels and being mindful about that. I mean, yes, I do maybe drink maybe two too many cups of coffee a day on some days, but it is like, or have an occasional cigar, which I have been, and it's like, oh, but today, this morning, when I woke up, I had a cigar last night at the park. But this morning, I felt my body and my sinuses just like all kind of inflamed. But like with not drinking, I'm able to feel my body, like feel how it feels, how certain things affect it. Being more mindful about what it is I'm putting on my body, what I'm doing with my body, what I'm eating. Like, our body is literally our temple, and detachment is a big thing, It's so easy to get attached to things and people. Like, it's so easy to get attached. So like, I literally have to like step back and be like, this situation, okay, so say like my coworker, she buys 2 bags of like this fun size candy, right? And in the past, I'll just have a few. I'll have a few every day, almost, and it's like, and then she just recently bought some because we, haven't had it around for a little while, or we had like caramels, which was really good, and that was really hard and tempting. But like, I kind of like had to, well, I realize, because now that I have more clarity, even though I'm having a trouble speaking right now, I just am getting excited. I have more clarity now, so that I am able to realize, like, okay, so my coworker buys 2 bags of fun-sized candy. Now, what I feel like I'm being shown is that I need to work on willpower. Like, my body does not need, like, 4+ pieces of candy. Especially if I want to live my authentic life and the life that I have envisioned for myself. And I feel like everybody has that. And I'm not talking about career-wise or anything like that. I'm just talking about like visually, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself wanting to be a certain type of person, like wanting to be healthy, wanting to be like, you look at other people's photos, or you look on Instagram or whatever social media you are on, and you're looking at people and you're admiring them and you're like, oh, I wish I could be like that. I mean, that's sort of kind of like the type of person you want to be, right? So it's like I have this visualized in my mind, and I am, after my solo weekend of camping, which I do still need some more solo work. I mean, I'm not totally perfect right now, like, but I don't know if anybody ever could get totally perfect because we're always constantly learning. But it only gets higher and higher, like, vibration and positivity, and blissfulness. So, like, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Willpower and detachment. So I've been shown that I need to work on willpower, self-confidence, and detachment from things. And food is so hard. Food and drinks is so hard. I mean, like, I feel like sugar is harder than alcohol. So it's just, but it makes you feel stronger when you don't. Or like going out last night, I usually will just feel bad, like, for the waiter if I don't order anything, or at the table if I'm with people, like, they had their drinks and I had iced tea. Like, and just kind of saying what I want. Like, I asked the lady, I was like, do you have tea? And she's like, we have iced tea. And I was like, okay. And she's like, well, I mean, there's hot tea, but it's hot outside. And she's just like, I don't think you want hot tea, right? And I was actually like, hot tea sounds all right, because it doesn't have all the sugar like iced tea usually does. But then I was like, does the iced tea have sugar in it? And she's like, no. And I was like, okay, perfect. But I'm being mindful about the sugar, which I'm like, usually oh, it's fine, I'm not drinking, so I'll have sugary iced tea, right? But this go around, I'm actually being mindful about certain things like that. Because it's like, I envision myself thin, super yogi, flexy, and just like outgoing, and living the life that I've always wanted for myself, And good things are going to happen. Good things will happen, and good things will manifest because I am doing these things for myself. So it's not only when you start living the life you want to live and start actually doing the work of being that person you envision yourself to be, and you're being that person, good things are going to happen. You are going to manifest. When I did that trial run with the 6 months of no drinking, I manifested a new career, and it's like day and night. I like literally like work in a very good atmosphere. I love it. And it's not that, the last place wasn't a bad, like, atmosphere, but it's like me internally as well was reflecting in what was around me. So, like, everything in general, which is a little tough to explain. But what you're feeling inside here is going to reflect on your outer world. So you are going to receive what you are feeling on the inside. So when I did the trial thing, I had a lot of things manifest in my life, and a lot of just a lot of healing emotionally too, even though I still, when I reverted back and I started drinking again after the 6 months, I totally lost myself again. It kind of dipped way down, because especially when I was 29 going on 30, I was like, oh, I'm going to go all out for my 20s, blah, 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 right? Just ignorant and stupid. And I did, and I went to quite a few festivals, and quite a few festivals I was just shitty-faced, and people at other festivals even people at other festivals even came out. Okay, so the same people kind of go, all these festivals, right? So you have acquaintances. And like the first festival I went to that year, there was people there, like this older couple, and they saw me at the other festival. I was not good, in a good state, that first festival. It was not good. And I had to hear about it the next morning by this dear guy who helped me. But at another festival, I ran into them, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you okay? You just didn't seem good, you know?" And I was just like, "Oh my God, that's not good." Like, I was that person, like, so far from myself that I had to drink myself away. I didn't do it every night, but like on those nights that I do, like, it's just heartbreaking to like be where I'm at now looking back. But it's also great because it shows me how great I am now, and you know, letting go of the regret, letting go and detaching from those actions and accepting my choices that I have made, because that has made me who I am, and that's how I learned. So solely, like, it's a challenge to get to a point of, I like to say, state of maturity. It hashtag / awakening, you know? Like, so it's a state of awakening and maturity. And I don't know how or when or just why, but it just literally like a wave came over me this year. It was very hard earlier this year, though, as well. As what I kind of mentioned before, like, I had a couple really, really bad days. And in between there was just kind of like very drained energy and all that jazz. But as soon as I got away, I quieted myself down, took myself and separated myself from everything and everyone, and went to my favorite mountain and lake. And it was just beautiful, and had my thoughts, and just, it was like a clean slate. And it's like, I can start new, and so can you. Any point of your life, you could start new. And know you have another life ahead of you. You know, like, this lifetime isn't just the only lifetime. Our spirit being is going to go somewhere else after this. I mean, so there's hope. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. I believe in, like, our lives recycling through lifetimes and learning. So, like, I believe we have all come through a lot. And sometimes we bring in our old energy, habits from another lifetime that we've experienced, because I feel like we do have a sense of our own that we carry on, because it just recycles, especially if we have lessons that have not been learned. We carry those on and we just repeat them. But then also, like, I kind of, you know, I believe that happens to a point, but then I also believe, like, when we're kids and our minds are so young and moldable and just so, like, influenced, and we're in a vulnerable state, I feel like we tend to believe people when they say certain things. Like, when I was a little girl, apparently I was a screamer, and I would just go outside and I would scream all the time. And my mom told me that the neighbor lady was like, if she keeps screaming like that, she's never gonna have a singing voice. So if you think about it, I'm getting told this at a young age and hearing it, and it's like, I believed it. I have believed it all the way up until now, where I'm like, I believe anybody can have a singing voice if they practice. Some, yes, have the talent and the gift of just automatically having that beautiful angelic voice. But I believe that we can train ourselves with practice and being open and receiving and tapping into the frequency energy of other singers. I believe that is true. Excuse me, that's not my phone, but that's my roomie's phone. She left it when she left. So I just believe that you can rewrite your story and start living your authentic true self. And when you do, it's going to feel so good and you're going to have so much more energy, because I love being me. Like, I don't need these substances like alcohol to just get me out of my, I don't need that as a crutch, I guess. Like, I don't need it as a crutch. And I love having energy and not feeling so tired all the time and drained and like I just want to run away to the moon. Like, I love who I am right now and where I'm headed and the path I'm going down. I'm actually taking care of myself. Like, I started putting facial moisturizer on my face and eye cream and all that good stuff, and I'm gonna start putting sunscreen on too, which I'm always against sunscreen, but I mean, I guess you hit a certain age, you gotta start making changes. You gotta start stepping up to the plate. It's not just, no, it is all fun and games. I was gonna say it's not all just fun and games anymore, ugh. My ego wants to say that, but it is. It is fun and games, like, because I don't even know how to explain it. So, like, since I've been back from the mountains and I had the solo soul-searching trip, literally go to the mountains to lose my mind and find my soul. And that is what happened. Because when I'm, like, driving around or I'm at work or I'm at the store or whatever and I'm observing people from, like, this neutral state, because I'm not, like, overly negative or overly positive. Okay. I feel more positive. I feel less negative. How can I explain myself? I've got to work on this. So, I feel more neutral, I guess, and more observing. So, like, I can just chill out and relax. And when I, like, see people, like, cut in front of each other or, like, flip each other off while they're driving and I'm watching them, I just find it hilarious. Like, not laughing at them like, oh my god, look at that douchebag, it's more of like a, like, I don't understand it, like, what's the big deal, guys? It's just, it's that type of funny to me. Like, I enjoy it. Like, humanity's, like, this is a game, I guess. Like, we're a simulation, and humanity is just quite hilarious when you think about it. Like, when you start raising your vibration, like, literally, I feel like I'm stoned, but I'm not. I am complete ass sober. Like, other than coffee in the mornings, or a kombucha, maybe. But, like, literally, like, when you get high on life, like, it's literally a thing. It's crazy, and it's beautiful, and it's blissful, and you have energy. Like, there's some days where I'm just like, I feel like people would think that I'm on something, but I'm not. And that's the crazy and great thing about it. It's just having so much energy and just being so chill and down to earth and grounded and stable, where it's like, nothing is like super a big deal because life is going to go on. You don't take it as seriously, and it becomes fun and more enjoyable, and it's like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's play this game. Let's see what we can do and manifest, right? Let's do it. Like, why not? Like, why not have fun with your life? Recreate it. You are the artist of your own life. That is it. That is simple. You are the artist. You create it how you want it to be. Notice the things that are dragging you down and cut them off. Cut them off. Take a solo trip. Think about it. Digest it. And listen to your body and be mindful and treat your body with respect, because We are in our bodies, obviously, and we're not going anywhere for a while until that day comes. But treat your body with respect. Listen to yourself. Be mindful. Stop being in that vibration that's just repetitive. Step out or step back and look and observe. And you'll realize it's not as big a deal as you think it is. It's not. Because you're strong, you're beautiful, and life will continue on. And you are the manifester, creator of your own life. So enjoy it and have fun and be lighthearted and don't take things so seriously. But be strong and have your willpower. Practice. And simply by practicing is just saying it. Like, that's how you start. I am Jessica. I am strong. I have willpower. And I tested myself, I think Thursday or Friday with the candy on the way to work. I was like, I have a lot of willpower. I said it out loud while I was driving. I have a lot of willpower and I'm not going to have any chips or any candy. And guess what? I had a small salad and I was happy. And that's all I needed. I was full off of that. So listen to your body, be gentle with it, listen, and just have fun. That is it for now, lovelies, because I could just go on and on and on and on, but I wanted to make a post video after my rant video because that energy was, yes, interesting. But now here I am in this beautiful, blissful energy, and I want you all to just even feel the energy coming off of me and just feel and know that it's possible and just start listening to yourself. As simple as that. And yeah, I love it. So until next time, bye, beautifuls.